back. Roll intro.
Now, who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores. You tell me who flop, who cop the blue drop, who jewels got blocks, who's mostly Dolce down to the blue top. The same old pimp, mace, you know ain't nothing changed but my limp. Can't stop till I see my name on the blimp. Guarantee a million sales, call it level up. You don't believe in Harlem World, nigga, double up. We don't play around, it's a bet, lay it down. Niggas didn't know me 91, bet they know.
Okay, so you know I've been gone for a minute, and I don't believe nobody asked me to react to this, but you know I had to get into my brother Upchurch, so we're going to be reacting to Upchurch, Dirty South. And before we jump into this reaction, please remember to run up the likes on that like button, match the energy of that subscribe button, and hit that post notification bell so you can be up to date every time I drop a reaction. So we're just going to jump right into this Dirty South by Upchurch, because you already know how I feel about this brother. Like, he kills it every time, so let's get into it. Okay, inspired by true events. Okay.
Damn, hurry up. We ain't got all day. I think I found it. Did you hear that?
You can always count on Upchurch to give you a story. Like, I love his mind. Oh wow, okay. So was somebody kidnapped and like thrown in a trunk in Tennessee somewhere? Okay, and like I always say, this is another reason why I love Upchurch, because I never know if Upchurch is gonna start giving me bars or if he's gonna go into vocals, and that's why I love watching his music videos and just listening to his music in general, because he knows how to build up anticipation. You know how like sometimes you get on, not get on, but when you listen to certain music and it's almost like getting on like a ride, and you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna be like a death-defying drop, and you're gonna sit there and get into it, and then only to be let down. Like, I never get that energy from Upchurch. He definitely takes you on a roller coaster ride, on one of those amazing roller coaster rides. It's like the Superman at Darien Lake. Like, you got that amazing drop, and it builds up the anticipation as you're going up, and then it just goes like that. But then there's other artists who sit there and just go like this, and then you just like that. Yeah, you get it. Let's get back into it.
The corner store
Okay.
smells like Pall Malls. The cashier wears the same overalls.
Okay.
The cops wash the blood off their hands with the moonshine they took from the moonlight.
Okay, so was she kidnapped? Hey! Woo! Come on, this is giving me like a rock vibe. Woo!
Cars burn into the dark sky. No leads, nobody knows why.
Come on, Upchurch.
Dead bodies.
Woo! Come on.
Where I get my soul.
Yeah.
Dead in road.
I love his voice right there. Right there, I was getting like a real like blues-esque type of vibe. And this is, Upchurch is such a master at doing this, because he's able to, he's so multifaceted and so talented, because he's able to dabble in so many damn different genres of music, and his voice is like so adaptable, and it's crazy because a lot of artists are so like monolithic in that aspect, where they're not able to branch off and dabble in different types of music or different segues of everything or different avenues. But he's able to do that and channel that, and the way his energy went and the way that he embodied that and invoked that emotion and just took it up a notch was absolutely amazing. He transitioned from here and then escalated it. Like, he took off like a rocket. Let's get back into it.
Is where I get my soul. Dead in roads. Dead in roads lead to the small trails.
Come on.
Headstones from the 1800s. Ghosts lurk till you feel the chill in your spine.
Yes,
In
come on.
these pines. Dirty South.
Woo.
have raised me.
Come on.
Dirty South, Dixie made me.
Hey, come on.
Dirty South, I love you, but sometimes you hate me.
Woo!
You hate me.
Woo! And this is another reason why I love Upchurch, because he's so committed and so happy where he comes from. Like, I'm not from the South, but I have family who are from the South, and I descend from people who are from Louisiana all the way back to the 1700s, and everything like that. So when I listen to this, he makes me want to be from the South. I'm from New York, but when you sit here and listen to this, he makes you want to be like, yo, like you could tell, like these dudes and these women that come from the South, they are a different breed. You could tell that they are different, and just the way that they maneuver and the way that they express themselves and everything. Like, you just can't help but take notice of them, if that makes sense of what I'm just trying to say. But let's get back into it. Okay. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out why she get kidnapped and like tied up. I feel like I'm watching like true crime on TV, or like the first 48 or something. I want that jacket though, that black leather jacket. Or is that jean? Is this a jean one? I can't tell. It looks like leather though. Okay, who is this? Oh damn, he got his ass beat. Okay, so this is the weirdo that kidnapped her. Woo! Okay, so I wonder, was he like a serial killer that was probably in Tennessee or something like that? Somebody gotta let me know the story behind it. I like that. That was dope. That was dope. Upchurch never ceases to amaze me though. Like, anytime you listen to his music, you can't help but to get into it because he kills it every time. Okay, so let's quickly talk about Upchurch with Dirty South. And the thing that I loved about this song is because when I sit there and think about the Dirty South or the South in general, I think of music like Little John, like Sierra, like the Migos, people like Trick Daddy, Trina, the people who are like from down south. And I think of music that gets you turned up and crunk. Like when I think of aspects of Southern music like that. But to look at like the Southern movement of where it transitions of like when you start listening to like rock and like blues and blues and different genres like that, it's absolutely amazing, and it shows you of how you could get crunk in other ways and not be so like one track minded when it comes to that. And I loved everything about this track. I loved how he was able to self-express himself. Like I said, I love how Upchurch is very proud of where he comes from in Tennessee. I love that he was able to take true events and actually captivate and express a story. Like I said, I don't know, that guy, for me, he looked like a serial killer to me. So I'm not 100% sure if that's what he was when he kidnapped a woman and then somebody found her and rescued her before it happened to her, where she became one of the victims or whatever. But he definitely gave me like eerie, creepy vibes. Like he was just snatching people in the middle of the night like Rougarou did. Like this like urban myth that we had in Louisiana, where our family passed down that there was like some type of like Cajun werewolf out there trying to kidnap you and shit if you was bad to keep the kids in line. And funny story, my Uncle Lewis, my great grandmother's brother, actually dressed up as Rougarou and jumped out the closet and scared the shit out of me. But I digress. But yeah, I loved everything about this. Like he just through that whole story, excuse me, of going on that tangent, like I love the elements of surprise that he brought into that, not to mention his vocals. But like I said, Upchurch always gives you vocals, and just the surprise element and factor that he puts into his music, because you never know where he's going to come from or what type of avenue he's going to come from. You don't know if he's going to sit there and spit straight bars or if he's just going to attack you with his vocals, because his voice is so powerful and that gifted, and he's able to marry the two, and it's almost like godlike. And that he's like pseudo god. Like if you sit there and think of like the pseudo Pokemon, like like Dragonite or like Metagross or something, like it's very legendary, like the pseudo legendary type of Pokemon. Like right before you get like Mewtwo, like he possesses that type of power. And I love that he's able to do that because he's just able to dabble in so many different genres of music and evoke that on a track. This was phenomenal. I thought he did an absolutely beautiful job. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So let me know what you thought of Dirty South by Upchurch in the comments below. And with that being said, please remember to be safe. Remember to stay awesome. Be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.